What's up, guys? I'm making this video because I saw that there wasn't a lot of information on YouTube for people who are getting into the DEP or trying to enlist into the military. So I figured I'd make this video to help out. This video is going to be about MEPS, and I enlisted into the Marine Corps, so that's really my experience. So if you're going to the Army or Air Force or whatever you're going into, the experience may differ a little bit. MEPS, not really, because we all went to the same place. But when I start talking about getting into your pool and being in the DEP, it's going to differ. But for now, this video is just MEPS. It doesn't really matter. For me, I went for 2 days in MEPS. I went to Fort Hamilton in New York, and I went my first day to take my ASVAB, and the ASVAB is not that hard. It's pretty simple, straightforward. Passing score is 31. I got a 75 on the basic, so you should have no problem with the ASVAB. I didn't, and I'm not like the smartest guy or anything, so it wasn't that bad. Yeah, the ASVAB was easy. You go there, you get a name tag. They call it a dog tag. Don't think you're gonna get like actual dog tags. Don't get excited. It's just like some paper name tag. Has your name. It has the branch you're going into. They put the name tag on you, and you go and you sit in these chairs. You sign in, and you sit in these chairs, and you wait for them to call you in so you can get on a computer. When they call you in, do yourself a favor, and he's going to ask you to put in certain information before he logs you in. Only put the stuff he says to put in. The guy next to me who's going to the Army, he asked him to put in his social, and then the kid got ahead of himself and he clicked on one of the tabs and he put that he was going into the Army down, and the dude just ripped him to shreds. It wasn't even that big of a deal, but he just completely ripped him to shreds in front of everybody. So don't be that guy. Don't be that guy. Or girl. Don't be that girl either. But yeah, the test was easy. Took that, no problem. And then from there, you go into another room and you kind of just chill out. You chill out and you wait for the shuttle to show up. And the shuttle is going to take you to a hotel where you're going to stay the night. I thought it was going to be like some kind of crappy hotel, but it was actually pretty nice. What was it? Hamilton? Is that what it's called? Hamilton? Hilton? Something like that? Yeah, Hilton, right? Whatever. But it was actually really nice. You go there, they had like a buffet set up for everyone. So you can eat. The food was good. They had like chicken, green beans, sausage. What else did they have? Whatever, you'll see when you get there. They had like dessert and stuff, which I didn't expect, but that was pretty cool. I didn't have any because I was kind of cutting weight at the time, so I didn't want to go too far. So you go, you eat, and then you get a room. You have to be back into your room by 10:30, which is not that bad because, I mean, you have plenty of time to do what you want to do, talk to who you want to talk to. There's a lot of cool guys that you should, and girls too, to talk to. So definitely start talking to people. You want to have somebody to talk to during the experience. You don't want to be the loner. When I went, we had like ping pong. I was playing ping pong a little bit, video games. There's a pool there too, but I didn't know there was going to be a pool, so I didn't bring a bathing suit or anything, so I didn't go swimming. But, you know, and there's a gym too if you want to work out. From then, you go to bed. Definitely don't want to go to bed late. If you can sleep, sleep. Because they're going to wake you up at 5 in the morning, and you do not want to be, like, being dragged around the whole day. So get your sleep, have enough energy, because it's going to be a long day tomorrow, or the next day. And you're going to have to room with somebody else, but it's not that big of a deal. The guy I roomed with, he was a nice dude. Everyone I met was nice. Like, I didn't have a problem with everybody. You'll probably have a nice guy too. I mean, everyone's going to the military. We're a bunch of cool people, right? But from there, I mean, you meet your roommate. I didn't talk to him that much because I wasn't in the room, so we weren't really by each other that much. But he was a cool dude. But like I said, get your sleep. They wake you up at 5. You shower, get yourself ready. Then they give you breakfast, and you should be leaving on the shuttle like 6:30. And when you get back to do your physical, they're gonna have you wait outside, and some dude's gonna come out. He's gonna give a speech to you, tell you how they want you to speak. Like, you can't say yeah. It's yes sir, no sir, yes ma'am, no ma'am. Really just show respect. Nothing really that hard. After that, you go into another line and inside the building, and you get a folder which is going to have all your information that the doctors or whoever are going to check off when they examine you. And this is where you start your physical. So you have a list, like you have like this little sticky note or whatever attached to it, and it's going to have all the stuff that you need done, and they'll check it off and sign it so they know that it's done as you go. The physical wasn't that bad. You had height and weight, urinalysis, blood test. If you're afraid of needles, it's not that bad. It's gonna go right into you for like 5 seconds, and then it's done. So if you have a fear of needles, you'll live. It's not that bad. What else is there? Am I forgetting? Oh, eyes, hearing, which isn't that. It's not hard. I actually burst my eardrum like a month before I went, so my hearing wasn't back all the way yet. But I did fine. I qualified, so hearing's not a problem. You have to go in and you sit down with all the other guys in like a classroom, and you have a meeting where you fill out a bunch of these forms where it has kind of like if you were ever in school and you had to take like a standardized test or something, and you know, like those sheets you bubble out information. It's like those. It's like a survey kind of thing. You take those. After that, they try to scare you with the FBI is going to have all your information. If you lie, in serve 2 years. Don't worry about it. It's not that big of a deal. Just sign what you got to sign. They're not going to do anything to you. So you basically go through, you do your physical, they have like a full body inspection where you have to strip down, and guys, you have to cough. I don't know what it's like for girls because I'm not a girl, but I assume that you have to strip down too, I guess. But nothing really bad. Oh, you have to do this, what's it called? I forget what it's called, but they make you do like a duck walk across the floor and in your underwear and stuff, like with everybody else around. It's kind of embarrassing, but it's not that bad. You just do a bunch of weird motions. Then once you do everything and you check out, they see if you qualify. If you qualify, then you move on. And then you get to take your oath, which is the best thing. For me, that was my favorite part of the day, because that's what I was waiting for. I think it was everyone else's favorites too, because, he doesn't want to oath in. But they take you into this red room, and for me it was Fort Hamilton, so they take you in the room that has Lieutenant Michael P. Murphy up on the wall, because that's where he took his oath. And obviously Michael Murphy, Navy SEAL, Operation Nibblings. Go in the room. They teach you parade rest, standing at attention, everything. And then commanding officer will come in and we'll have a talk with you, and you'll stand at attention. And then you take your oath. You raise your right hand, you take your oath. And if you're in the National Guard, your oath is a little different than everybody else's, but so you take yours separately. Uh, but no, but that part was awesome. We like everyone we were with, like you could see like we were all just waiting for this moment. So it was really fun. Then after that, you go out of the room, and that same late you sit down. They take your picture. They show you, make sure your information's right, and then you get your contract, which is the coolest part. This is my contract. I'm not gonna show up my social or anything, but you get 2 sheets. It has your oath here on it. On behalf of the United States, no, that's not the oath. Where's the oath? Oh, here we go. I, Robert Jordina, do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, and that I will obey the orders of the President of the United States and the orders of the officers appointed over me, according to regulations and the Uniform Code of Military Justice, so help me God. So, getting the contract's awesome. Then from there, it's basically you're done, and you go, you sit, actually, you take all your information. You go to, for me it was the Marine Corps liaison. If you're in the Army, you go to the Army liaison, Navy, Air Force, etc., etc. And that's when they send a guy in, they're going to try to scare you. But you sign off for an FBI background check and everything. And then from there, you sit outside, you watch movies, and you wait for your recruiter to come and get you, and then you're done. And you survive MEPS. So that's what the whole experience is. Tips to survive: make sure you talk to people. You really, like, because you're not going to be able to use your phone or anything, so you have to, like, if you're like that kind of person who's antisocial, you're going to have to get over it, or you're going to suffer, because you definitely want to start talking to people. Like, at first I didn't really talk to anybody, and I was bored out of my mind, but thank God I started talking to some people, and, I just had a good time from them. Don't be a jackass. Don't be like the guy who's laughing like 100% of the time, who's just pissing off everybody in the building, because they will eat you out for that. But, it's going to be a long day. I was there probably, like, for the physical alone, I was there from, like, 6:30 to 5 to 6 o'clock in the afternoon. So it's going to be a long day. So definitely talk to people. And, guys, listen. Do not jerk it the day before your physical. You will fail. You will fail the urine test, and that's the most embarrassing shit in the world, because they are going to fuck with you, because everyone knows what that means. It means that you... So don't be that guy. Just don't be that guy. What other tips are there? Just be respectful. Try not to get scared. A lot of people are going to be there in military uniforms. They're going to have stern voices. When I went, there was a lot of people who were just like having fun with you. Sergeant Sharp, she was cool. She was making us all laugh. She was like tough, but she was funny. There's probably going to be a bunch of people like that. Guys, do not be the guy who can't piss during the urinalysis test, okay? Make sure you drink water and you have to piss when it's your time to go. Because the dude I had was like an old dude, and he was pissed off because they have to watch you do it. So if you don't piss, he's going to like eat you out for that. He's going to destroy you. Don't be that guy. What else is there? I don't know if I said before, if you're afraid of needles, don't worry about it, because it's just going to be in and out. Not that big of a deal for the blood test, obviously. Everything else was pretty straightforward. Make sure you're respectful to everybody. Don't say yeah, don't say nah, don't be that guy. Yes sir, no sir. Yes ma'am, no ma'am. Get ready to wait on a bunch of lines. That's about it. But you go, you sit, you watch movies, your recruiter picks you up. Just have fun. Try to talk to people. MEPS, it's boring as hell, and I can't say it was the best experience of my life, but if you talk to people, it won't be that bad. So, I hope this helps, and all of you guys out there who are looking to serve your country and who are going to join the military, I salute you and thank you for your service, and I'll see you guys out there, man. Alright, peace out.